Hi everybody, I'm Kimmie Smith from Athleisure Media, and we are here today at the Sample Room, New York, here obviously in New York, with Yvonne Meza, who we are so excited to be here ahead of New York Bridal Fashion Week. It's actually happening next week. It's a really exciting time for fashion and amazing bridal gowns, and I appreciate you letting us be here at your showroom.
Oh, I'm delighted that you're here. Welcome.
Absolutely. I mean, I pulled gowns for our cover shoots for Athleisure Mag. We've also done other types of events together, and so just being able to find out more about the showroom, why people want to come here, and what's going on with Bridal Fashion Week, as well as getting some funky looks, is a really good thing.
Fantastic. No, welcome. This is exciting.
So let's get into a couple of things here. Can you tell me more about the showroom?
Well, it's called the Sample Room, New York, and we sell non-used samples from high-end designers and high-end boutiques. And we really cater to a woman that wants something very unique, very special, a non-commercial dress. She really wants to be different. And then the plus is that because we sell right off the rack and it's a sample, you get it at a discounted price.
Wow.
So we have like $12,000 gowns that we have at $6,000 selling at retail.
That is amazing. And so, like, how many designers do you have here? Like, there are so many dresses in this room. It's like an explosion.
Yeah, I think I have too many designers, and it's not just me. It's really the industry. Every single day, because of the changes in technology, it's so easy now to be a designer.
Wow.
You just have to cut and paste and some beautiful pictures and an Instagram account, and boom, you're a designer. But to answer your question, we have a lot of the big names: Oscar de la Renta, Carolina Herrera, Marquesa, Monique Lolier, Vera Wang. I can just go on and on and on.
I mean, that's fantastic. And what is your position here, and what do you do here? What's an average day if we're hanging with you?
Well, that's what I really love about the business, is that there's no average day. Because it is retail, you never know what's going to come in through the door. But what's really very basic and very part of the business is that it's a moment in everyone's life that you really want to celebrate, and it's bridal. And for me, it's very dangerous that I do it every day, that you get jaded.
Right.
But because you never know who's going to come in, everyone has a different story, and some stories are just so beautiful that it just reinforces my love in the business.
Oh my gosh. And so what do you look for when it comes to designers? Like, how do you decide which ones are coming?
Well, the thing is that we're here in the Flatiron District, or West 21st Street in New York City, and it's just so much competition that we have to stand out, and we're not going to stand out in price, whatever extreme. So the niche that we've created for ourselves is for a woman that wants a non-commercial dress. She really wants to be different. She's very self-assured, fashion forward, and she wants a really beautiful gown at a good price.
Oh wow. And so New York Bridal Fashion Week, takes place next week. It's 2 times a year. What events are you guys involved in? Because I know it's a very, very busy time.
It's a very, very crazy time, and my business is we cover the whole range. We have retail and we have wholesale. So next week, for the most part, the Sample Room New York will be closed, and we'll be concentrating on the new collections that designers come in. But in that segment of the business is only for the industry. It isn't for the brides. But then what's exciting is that because all these new collections are coming in, everyone has to discontinue dresses, and so we'll get like a small flurry of new beautiful designer dresses in the coming weeks.
Wow. And what are the trends that you're seeing? Because what season is coming up for some of our listeners, viewers, and readers that may not know? What is coming up in terms of the season?
Well, that's the crazy thing about bridal here in the United States, is that there's seasons, and that's very different from the rest of the world, where it's just per year.
Right.
So it really should be the 24 collection, but for us here in the States, it's fall, winter, spring, summer of 23.
That's fantastic. And what are 3 designers that we should keep an eye out for that's like on your radar?
I mean, it's really amazing, because like with these changes with the millennials and all these new generations and all the technological advances, people aren't really, people do follow designers, but you follow more like trends, and everyone is really big on like discovering.
Yep.
You want something unique, you want something different. You don't want the dress that you've seen your last three girlfriends go down the aisle with.
Absolutely.
But to answer your question, there's some designers that really make distinguish themselves and make a name for themselves in the industry. One of them is Yolancris from Barcelona. Another one is La Premiere. They're a designer. They're a design house from Hong Kong. They have the license for Jatan, for Eden Cohen, in Drawer, and their own collections, and those are really beautiful dresses. And then there's another designer that's kind of like emerging, and her name is Danielle Franco. She's here from New York. She used to work at Marquesa. And I was just in Miami for a trunk show, and I saw the dresses. She has a very particular look, and very beautiful.
Well, what's the next bridal fashion week after we leave New York? Is it just like in Fashion Month, it goes from city to city to city?
Well, New York really is the last one for the calendar year for this year. And then we will celebrate Bridal Fashion Week next April. But the real big one on a worldwide basis is Barcelona. The Barcelona Bridal Fashion Week, that's going to be the 19th to 23rd of April. And they really have become the gold standard in bridal fashion in the world.
Well, what, for our listeners that are tuning in, where can they come in? Like, what's the process like for them to be able to come in and get a beautiful dress for themselves?
Well, I think the process is, number one, know yourself, know what you want, know what the vibe is, and what type of wedding you're having, and also be very sincere and very clear with your budget, because you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a beautiful dress. It's you can buy a beautiful dress for whatever budget you want, but those are some key elements that if you really know, then it makes the process very easy.
Right.
Because I've met a lot of brides that get really stressed out, and they're losing weight, and they're just having a horrible experience, but it's because they make it a horrible experience.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Well, and how can brides come to the Sample Room New York? Like, what is that process? If they want to see your dresses, they love to get a dress themselves, can someone that's not in the industry come here?
Yeah, no. The Sample New York is definitely, we're a retail store, but we're also like a hidden gem, and that's one of the beautiful things of our city, is that this type of business exists.
Yeah.
And it exists in a place where we have clienteles right around the corner, but we, like I said, we have like a niche for that woman that wants something different and not spend a lot of money.
So we've been talking about, the bridal season and also what you do here. We selected 2 dresses that are amazing. I hope you can tell us a little bit about it, and I'll also talk about a little extra that's been added on top of it. So we first have Amanda that is wearing a beautiful dress. Can you tell us about this?
Well, this is a Yolancris from Barcelona, and this is a short mini dress. It's a white crepe. It's embroidered with pearls and rhinestones. And the thing about Yolancris is that they always give a twist to their dresses. And what I love the twist here is the vertical pleated tulle in the front.
I love that, and I always love throwing a little extra. I love the beading. I love a nice weighted item that makes you really know that it's there. But I also love that we have these really great Lagos caviar beading jewelry pieces that are also on her, which is like a nice way to accentuate it. And I never thought that I liked a veil, but you told me a veil's the way to go. I've been a non-veil girl, but apparently I need to rethink my choices.
Yes, because a lot of times some women don't want the veil because of the symbolism, or other people think that, oh, it's too long, yada yada blah blah. But I really truly believe, and maybe it's because of my age, that the veil makes the bride.
Right.
Because how many times in your life are you going to wear a veil? Maybe for Halloween or for your wedding day.
Right.
And then veil means different things. Like, for instance, what Amanda has on now, this is a short veil, and it's very appropriate for this type of a dress, and perhaps the setting that she's going to celebrate her wedding. So you don't, a lot of women think, oh, veil, like the mantilla, the little, country virgin, no, it's not that. There's really a veil for any type of dress and occasion.
I love that, and this is cute, and I love this whole short trend too.
Correct.
Because it's like a little fun, flirty, but yet it really does have a old world classic feel because of the beading.
Correct. And also it's interesting. This is a discontinued gown, but notice the pearls.
Yeah.
Pearl. This is from I think 2019. The pearls are a trend now here in the United States.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that I love so much about the European designers is that they're really a part of the vanguard, and they really establish a lot of the trends that we see here years later.
And even in award season, don't you think this is a dress that could also transition into that as well as a red carpet look?
Correct. This is a type of dress that it can go for any occasion. If it's going to be a bride, it could be for her wedding day, like in City Hall. But it could also be like, which is a real big thing now, when they change. Let's say Amanda's going to get married in a really typical ball gown, and it's heavy, and it's if she can't dance, she can't she can have fun. Then she changes afterwards into this type of a dress. Or it could be a beautiful cocktail dress.
I love it. It gives me Dynasty vibes. I like an Alexis Carrington moment. And so thank you, Amanda, so much. And now we also have Sage. So I love, once again, that there's so many options of what a bride can be. This is a beautiful gown. Please tell me a little bit about this.
Well, this is another Yolancris. This is part of our new collection. It's called Perón. And what I love about this dress is that, here in the United States, the best-selling silhouette is the fit and flare, but this has a high neck. It has a transparent back. But when you look at the beautiful French lace, the designers have added floral motifs.
Right.
And that's all applied by hand, as is the beading.
I love that.
And this is really something that's inspired by the whole Art Deco movement.
This is very beautiful. And once again, we paired it with some gold blue Lagos jewelry, caviar beading with a little bit of that blue feel to it, just to add a something blue moment. There's that right there. And once again, I really feel like this is another item or dress that can be worn for an evening out, like a really nice gala. Like it's really nice to see that where wedding wear is going, that it truly can also be evening wear as well.
Absolutely. And one thing that I tell all of my brides is like a dress like this. Afterwards, for your anniversary, your 1 year anniversary, or 5 years anniversary, or whatever, cut it.
Oh.
This dress, if you cut it like below the knee, I think will be fabulous. And you can do if you want to do like a small change and do more like a pencil skirt.
Oh, I love that.
That would look really amazing. Because if you really, really love a dress and it's the dress, why only wear it once in your life?
Yeah.
And especially for the investment you're making.
Absolutely.
So if we take this dress and we cut it, no one's gonna know it was a wedding dress. It'll still be really, really beautiful. You'll feel really beautiful, and you can wear it for special occasions, for a long, long time.
I love that. Well, Sage, thank you so much.
Thanks, Sage.
And with New York Bridal Fashion Week being next week, what designers that you work with are actually going to be presenting that people can check out, whether online or virtually?
We're going to have La Premiere, which is going to be showing the new Jeton collection. We'll have the in-wall drawer collection, Eden Cohen, and some other really, really beautiful collections will be coming out under their umbrella. And then we'll also have Yolancris.
Wow, so you have a full calendar.
Yes, we have a full calendar, and one of the challenges of us here in New York City for our bridal market is that it's not organized as far as one venue.
Right.
In other places, it is, and so that makes it a real big challenge getting around, as you know.
As I know. I typically pick just a few shows during Bridal Fashion Week because it's just, like you said, there's just a lot going on. But it's always a beautiful moment, whether it's for evening wear or for wedding dresses. And I really want to thank you for telling us more about this. So where can we contact you, to see what's going on, to reach out to you?
Well, absolutely. Contact at the samplroomny.com. I invite you to go on to YouTube and the other channels, and afterwards and see all the fashion shows that you couldn't see in person because it is for the industry, and it's really, really exciting that New York City is back.
Yes.
That thank goodness I think we've seen the worst of what we lived through, and that's one of the beautiful things about bridal is that it is a special celebration in all of our lives. And it's not just a business.
Absolutely. Well, we are so excited. This is one of our first events from the 9List where, we've always shown you guys through the issues about what are our favorite picks? How can you purchase those picks? And getting to know a little bit more about that. And what we're going to continue to do through these series is go to places that we've loved, we've shared, maybe you've seen it in our editorials, maybe you've seen it in a roundup, and bringing it to life, talking to the people who make it happen, supporting those people who make it happen, and just having a really good time and meeting everyone. And we want to thank Amanda and Sage that were a part of this as well, because we're about to step out of this shot so you can kind of see them. You'll be able to know more about this by visiting 9list.com/shop-the-look, which is actually a hyphen between shop, the, and the look. And you'll be able to kind of see the pieces that they have. You'll also see amazing photography that we're actually going to do after this is done. And we also want you to remember that, like you said, it is a special day. You should enjoy it. And you should also take those wellness self-care moments as well. Like, get your meditation on, do your fitness goals, take a breath, because it is a really fun time to share with your friends and family. And we will be with you at the next 9 series, and you can also listen to us on podcast at the end of this week. Thanks, guys. We're going to step out. You're going to see these amazing women, and we thank everyone for being here.